Hello, it's your girl Tiffany. I am back with another video. As promised, I actually have several different videos or several different topics actually, that I've been working on and decided I wanted to do a video on. So I was kind of scrambling, deciding which one I wanted to do a video on today. A lot of these things just kind of run into each other when it comes to targeted individuals. Um, we are consistently dealing with a lot of these different things all simultaneously. So this is just kind of a breakdown of different things. But so I may touch base. I'm going to do individual videos on these things separately, but I may briefly touch bases on a few different things because I'm actually looking at like four different topics that I want to do individual videos on, but this may just kind of be a overall video. So I suppose tonight the video that I'm going to be doing, well, the title of this video is they sold you out for money. Many people, many targeted individuals, you have a lot of targeted individuals who feel like, and I kind of touched bases on this on the last video, feel like because of this attack, um, it's because of who you are, if you've done something wrong. You haven't done anything wrong with for you being targeted, okay? And what a lot of people do not know is, besides the fact that you've been, well, because of the fact that you are targets, you have been put on this hit list, essentially, if that's what you want to call it, to be targeted. Someone has paid somebody high up in power, whether it be someone in your family in power, someone your family is in connection with who is in power, from your local government to elite higher up government, someone who is abusing their authority, who is abusing their power, yet has the resources, the finances, the leadership, the connections with certain individuals to have a person put on this hit list, essentially, to have this person targeted. And what happens is a lot of targeted individuals have been sold out at, in various different ways. The people in your family, the people you have seen that are closest to you, from your family to your so-called friends, to people you work with, to people you encounter every day, has been contacted, has been infiltrated, have been told that this is being done to you. And they are all essentially playing their roles. When it comes to certain family members, when it comes to those closest to you, they are aware not only that you are a target, but a part of this targeting program, it has a lot to do with human trafficking. This is a lot of the reason why people come up missing. This is also a lot of the reason why people just flat out come up dead. Okay, there's a hit that has been put out on you. Whatever that hit entails just kind of depends on who has initiated this attack on you. And by no means should you misunderstand the fact that this is a hate crime, that this is domestic terrorism, that this is invading and violating your human rights, your civil and your constitutional rights. So you are not in fault at all. The fact of the matter is, there are some very powerful excuse me, very powerful people and that are high up, who are running, ruling, and controlling this world, and they literally have a little bit of everybody in their pockets. They can contact anybody, they can reach anybody and make them aware of this. Um, this is how they have you blacklisted. They can make it hard for you to get a job if you are fortunate enough to have a job. Um, or they can cause you havoc on the job. Um, or just prevent you from having a job altogether. A lot of individuals who are targets have been purposely made homeless. Um, a lot of homeless people, their family, their friends, everybody they know have turned their backs on them. At one point, they had everything. Nobody wakes up one day and decide they want to be homeless. A lot of people frown upon homeless people for a lot of different reasons. And true enough, people who are on the streets for a while do find themselves getting into some sketchy things just to survive. And a lot of people who are on the streets are involved in a lot of things. As far as addictions and certain things go. But what people do not understand is that these people were not always on the street. At some point in time, they were just like you or I. They were living day to day. They probably were paying bills. At one point in time, they probably had a job. At one point in time, they probably went to school. Everybody has family, whether they're in their life or not. So things happen. But these people, a lot of people are unaware that a lot of targets end up homeless, and it is set up like that. That's the reason why in a lot of bigger states you see vast amounts of homeless individuals. I was doing some research, and I actually ran across some interviews done with different homeless people, and there's this woman, and she has like a bachelor's degree. Okay, she like had a very successful career, working with the in government or something, some kind of way. Nevertheless, she had family, she had friends, she had everything. She was explaining this. The lady is like on the streets right now, and she has a bachelor's degree. This is a person who finished high school. This is a person who went to college. This is a person who obtained from associate's degree all the way up to a bachelor's degree, who had a good career, and at some point in time, um, you know, maybe she was outspoken, maybe she was a whistleblower, maybe she steps on the wrong toes. For whatever reason, somebody set her up to take her down. This woman is staying on the street to this day. You would not know that she has the knowledge that she has the intelligence that she has, if you did not watch that interview. And she like literally carries her proof with her that she has these things, because anybody can say, oh, I've done this, I've done that, and this, that, and the other. But a lot of they set this program up to tear you down and to break you down in any way possible. And a lot of targets end up homeless. This is also why a lot of targets, once they lose everything, because a part of the programming is isolating you from friends, from family, so that you don't have a support system. They want you where you are alone, you're by yourself, you don't have money, you don't have a place to stay, you don't have family, friends, you don't have any type of support system. You're out on your butt, you without nothing, and you've been blacklisted. So you're like essentially blocked from getting any type of help or assistance, and they're actively doing things purposely to try to trigger you to act out in some type of way because of what you're going through, so they can slap some type of label on you, some type of title on you to say, oh, you're crazy, or you're mentally ill, something is wrong with you, or you're criminal. And that's also a part of the targeting program. They try to do things to have you, to make you look crazy, to have you institutionalized, to have you imprisoned. It's a lot of targeted individuals who are in institutions right now. Okay, there's a lot of targeted individuals who are in prisons right now, and they were purposely set up, they were purposely blackmailed, they were purposely railroaded. These things are being done on purpose. It's all a part of this program. It is a federal program. The United States government has everything to do with it. Everybody that's close to you, these are what I call foot soldiers, essentially. These are the boots that's on the ground whom have been recruited, who are close to you to just bother you and annoy you from day to day. The handlers, the ones who are funding the whole operation, from the ones who are giving the orders to these individuals who are following you, stalking you, harassing you, invading and violating your privacy, being rude to you, whatever you're going through on a daily basis, you have this shadow uh, handlers of the situations behind the scenes, and then you have those who are higher up. And they literally do nothing but pass their orders on down. Okay, but this is a federal program. Okay, this is a CIA type operation that is being done. And what a lot of people are unaware of, back to the topic, you have been sold out for money. So what happens is when you have been put on this hit list and deemed a target, because, and I really kind of hate the term, but um, it's what it's called. When you are being attacked, you have been targeted. You have been marked. You know, there's a target on your back. That's the reason why people refer to this or them as being a targeted individual. Okay. But when you're placed, what happens is when you're placed in this program and you have been deemed a target, there's a period of time where you are profiled, essentially. Just like the BAU do, the Behavior Analysis Unit, which is feds, okay? This is the FBI, who have the behavioral analysis unit. You are literally profiled just like that. And they try to dig up and find anything that they can about you. This is how everybody around you that you ever come into contact with, that you know, from whatever they can contact, they can infiltrate, they can have these people and to turn against you. They tell people lies on you. They spread slander about you. They come up with bogus things against you to get other people whom don't know you to work against you. But like I said, a part of this program, many targets have fraudulent insurance claims taken out on them. Okay, so it's almost like a silent auction type of thing. You are being hunted. Okay, and not only are you a target, but there is a price on your head for the hit. Um, and so at some point, this is the reason why they try. A part of their operation is to try to push you to suicide. They literally bring certain people, have certain people to try to get close to you, come into your life. That's why you have to really be careful. Once you are fully aware that this is going on, you know that you cannot trust anybody. That's the reason why it's very important for you not to fall into temptation. It is very important for you not to fall for any type of weaknesses or anything. They will specifically send people your way to try to act like they're befriending you, that they're interested in being in a relationship with you, just to get people close to you. And what they do is these people that they have recruited and they literally assign them to you, um, they have been told that if they are around you or with you, and can push you essentially to committing suicide, that they will get this payoff. They will get this big payoff. They are given incentives um, for being assigned to you for their attack on you. Now, what a lot of people do, those are the people who are closest to you who get those incentives. There's a lot of people that they have recruited into this program, but what people do not understand is that even the gang stalkers are being controlled. These people have technology where they can simultaneously control anybody, anywhere, at any time. From young people to old people, anybody, anywhere. This is how they can get police officers, first responders, people at the gas station, people at the grocery store, people at the post office, people at the school. If you have kids or you go to college or something, they can get anybody anywhere. They can trigger anybody anywhere at any time to do certain things that they have sensitized you to recognize that this is being done to you on purpose to target you. If you pay close attention, all of these people have the most ridiculous, stupid look on their face, especially those of them who are close to you. It's like they are harboring this secret that at some point, and they're sitting in wait, and they have this disgusting look on their face because it's almost like they are waiting on the cue. They are waiting on the call. They know at some point in time something is going to be set up, something is going to be done to you, and they're going to get that call or that whatever to get into motion to play their role. They're going to get that notification that you have been killed, you have been hurt, you have committed suicide, something has happened to you, and they're all going to get in alignment and they're all going to play their role. They all have a certain role to play. This is the reason why it is important that you cannot trust anybody at all. Okay? If your own flesh and blood can betray you, that should further let you know that you cannot trust anybody. Period. Point blank. Okay? It's sad because your mother, your father, your cousins, your siblings, your sisters, your brothers, your spouse, anybody that you are in close proximity, and it hurts you so bad to know that these people are not only keeping secrets from you, but they are lying to you. And not only that, they are going along. They know you are being tortured. They know your human rights is being invaded and violated. They know that you are being terrorized, that you are under attack every single day, and they sit back and they do not do anything to support you, to help you, to have your back, to stand up with you against this or nothing. They're all playing their roles, and they're all waiting for whatever to go down, to happen to you. When they get that trigger, when they get that call, so they can get in motion, so they can get they acting on. And a lot of people are unaware. So if you have a mother in your life, a father in your life, a sister and your brother, or whatever, they are all aware. You see this all the time. When you see people randomly get killed, 9 times out of 10, those people were targets. And around everybody around them, from the people that's closest to them, those that's on the scene to be seen, that are the first ones to get on camera and talk to the press and everything, they knew that those people were targets. They are playing a role. That person was a sacrifice, and they're going to get paid out at some point in time by somebody. And that's what people are unaware of. Okay? What people need to realize, that in this day and time, people will do anything for money. Okay? And that includes turning on your own kind. You see people who sell out, who sell their soul. It has become a habit of saying that these people sell their soul to the devil. But the fact of the matter is they are selling their soul to these satanic powers that be, who are in power, who are running, ruling, and controlling this world, controls the industry, controls every inch of this world and anything in it. Okay? And it's a well-known fact that nobody get anywhere in life unless they sell out. So you have a lot of people who are selling out for their own, they are making sacrifices to their own family, to their own friends. Okay? Sacrifices are being made for others' own selfish desires. Okay? So essentially targets are being sacrificed. Okay? And you have to understand that some people, even people that you least expect, like your mother, like your father, like your sister, like your brother, like your cousins, the people that you probably cared about the most, that you would never think would stoop to such a level and do something to you. Some would do anything for fame and for fortune. And on a more mundane level, some will make these sacrifices for comforts, for positions, for titles, for certain roles. for certain leadership positions. And these people are making fraudulent insurance claims. They're getting fraudulent insurance benefits off your life. Insurance policies have been taken out on your life and you are unaware of it. Um, and this is most likely the case when targeted individuals are killed. Um, and it basically boils down that this is being done for the nothing more than the ill will of others. There are a group of shadow individuals in power who are abusing their power, who are abusing their authority, who think because they are rich, um, who think because they feel that they are so superior that they have the right to sabotage and ruin the life of another human being. But first of all, let me tell you this: you did not create mankind. You did not create humanity, period. You did not create planet Earth. Thus, you do not have the right. I don't care what kind of position, title, or role you got. I don't care what bloodline you from. I don't care how much money you got. You don't have the right to destroy something you didn't create, which means you don't have the right to destroy planet Earth. You don't have the right to destroy mankind. I don't care who you are, what you represent, what you stand for, what hood you claim, or anything else. It doesn't matter. It does not matter to me. And people need to stop putting blind faith into people just because they tell you that they are have some level of power, of integrity. That doesn't mean that I have to blindly trust you. That does not mean that I have to bow down and worship you. That does not mean that I have to submit to you. That does not mean that my life has to be on the line just because you say so, just because you think so, just because you have more money than me, just because your skin is lighter than mine, just because you feel like you are and more empowered than me. I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't care nothing about these shape-shifting demons in this world. I don't care nothing about these reptilians in this world that they align to the human beings about. I don't care nothing about that. They don't have nothing to do with me. They don't have nothing to do with the rest of humanity. You do not have the right to destroy anything that you did not create. You did not, nobody, there is not one person on planet Earth in power with any substantial amount of income of any amount. They didn't create planet Earth. I don't know who died and left them in charge of planet Earth, in control over the entire planet Earth. This is preposterous, okay? You did not create humanity. You didn't create man and woman. What makes you think you can destroy mankind? What makes you think something that was created well before you ever came along and took whatever position that you have the right to destroy it? And that's my position on it all. Period. Okay? People need to know fraudulent claims are being made on your life. If you are a target, they really want to push you over the edge. They want to force you to suicide. They want to trigger you to commit suicide. This is the reason why this is no time to be weak. You have to stay strong as much as possible, because there is a very evil, um, wicked cabal of individuals on this earth who does not care about humanity whatsoever, whether you are a target or not. And frankly, we are all targets. It's just some of us are more so. These people are intimidated by us for whatever reason, and we are more so. We are more in danger. We are more so targets than anybody else. Although they are watching everybody, although they are collecting the data on everybody, although they have this technology out here where they can alter the mind frames of people. They have technology where they can alter your sexuality. They can do all kinds of things to manipulate and control you in all kinds of ways that you can't even imagine. They've been had this technology and they are using it on people. Okay. um Another video that I am going to be doing, people need to wake up and realize that human experimentation has been going on for a very long time. A very long time. These people are using all kinds of technology to invade and violate our minds, our bodies, our souls. They are collecting our DNA. They have it in a digital database. They have access to all kinds of information that they should not have access to, and this is what they are using to manipulate and control people all over the world. There are human experimentations that are being done not only on targeted individuals but unconsenting, unknowing individuals all over this world. All kinds of experimentation being done on people. Poisons and toxins are being dumped into the air for you to breathe in. Your water is being contaminated. The medications are poisonous. The medications alone will kill you. The medications are worse than anything that you are trying to cure, that you are trying to heal, or anything. The medications themselves is along with the side effects that come along with the medication is worse than anything that you have going on with you that you need to take a medication for. And that is a problem. Pesticides and poisons and toxins are being put, GMOs and all kinds of things are being put in the food. They are doing all kinds of things to destroy the people. They got a million different ways to try to kill us. And people run around here thinking they living their best life and have no idea that you are human test subjects. And they're doing all kinds of things to attack our people, especially my kind. The darker you are, the more under attack you are. And people need to wake up and realize that. So this message was predominantly about targets who have been sold out. Okay, so being targeted is about several different things. I'm going to get ready to wrap this video up because I'm getting ready to do another video that I promised you all that I would do. But I just wanted to come on and to speak to you all briefly about the fact that we have that you need to understand this, okay? This world is satanic, Masonic, and demonic. Long as you know them three things, you can begin to understand everything else that is going on. There's a lot of wickedness. There's a lot of evil in this world. And the sooner you stop thinking that this world is all peaches and cream and nice and lovely, and stop being brainwashed and dumbed down and distracted by this garbage that they put in your face, that they put within the sight of your naked eye, you will begin to understand that these folks in power don't care none at all about us. It's a slow kill program. Okay? They doing nothing but buying themselves a little bit of time until they are ready to knock each and every last one of us off. They don't care anything about us. And see, it's those of us who they feel like is a threat to them. They don't want no revolutionaries. They don't want no free mind, free thinking individuals in the world that ain't brainwashed and dumbed down and going along with the status quo and the agendas and the propagandas and anything. They don't want nobody in the world that's going to question their authority and don't believe their narrative of everything. See, that's why we end up targets. Because we think like that. Because we talk like this. Because we act like this. It's not because we've done anything wrong. They are intimidated by us. Thus, they are jealous of us. They are envious of us. So we are under attack. We are under constant attack. Okay? And you need to realize you got a lot of you got a lot of ignorant folks in the world who are willing to do anything for money. Anything. People will flat out they can trigger somebody to come and flat out murder you in cold blood for some money, for some little incentive. And many times they use nothing but other brainwashed individuals who are targets themselves. But these folks so brainwashed that they have full control over them. They have them under full mind control, and they trigger them to come out and play and carry out these hits on different targets. And then everybody get in alignment, everybody line up and they play their little role. They be the first ones on the scene to be seen. Oh my gosh, they were my friend, they were my loved one. I cared about them so much. We just didn't even see this come. Oh, they were so great. They were this, that, and the other, whatever. And these people, they knew full well that you was going to be sacrificed. They knew full well that you was going to be taken out. Watch who you in communication with. Especially if you know anybody or you in a communication with anybody that has any dealings with any level of the industry whatsoever. Because don't nobody make it in this world unless you playing the game. And it's a bloody game. Blood sacrifices are being made, okay? A lot of people making blood sacrifices for the deal, to get the deal. And you wind up on the chopping block so somebody else can get the bag. See, people need to be aware that churches are making blood sacrifices. If you think the churches are upstanding and righteous, saved, sanctified, and delivered, holier than thou individuals, you are sadly mistaken. A lot of your Masons have infiltrated churches all over the world. All kind of folks in the church that have taken the oaths behind the scenes, that are involved in these secret societies, these satanic groups and things. Sacrifices are being made within the churches. I can't say all of them, but a lot of them. A lot of them. You watch it if you got individuals in your family who link back to the government in some type of way, who link back to the military in some type of way, who link back to the industry in some type of way. You are being watched. There's a mark on your back. You are a target. You have to watch your surroundings. Watch who you're dealing with. Don't be so eager to have folks in your house and all around you, because these people don't have good intentions for you. They are playing a role. And if you know you are a target, trust and believe me, any and everybody you come into contact with, know that you're a target. They're looking for the perfect opportunity to set you up. They really want you so down and so depressed and feeling without and feeling like nothing that you will take yourself out. But I won't give them the satisfaction, baby. No, I wouldn't give them the satisfaction. Y'all want me dead, you're going to have to come and do it yourself. And I'm so real about it. I really don't even want one of their brainwashed puppets to come. I know one of them fools to do it. I won't know where they boss at. I want them jokers to come out their mansions and their Fortune 500 companies and they office and things. These ones that's in these secret societies and things. They be putting these hits out on people. Had they silent daggers on people that think that they got the right to sabotage and ruin people's life, to illegally stalk and harass and 24-hour surveillance people, to place a hit on somebody. Don't hire your hit man. You come do it yourself. I'm waiting on you. Because, see, that's another thing. A part of this program, they want to instill fear in you so bad. They want you afraid of them. I ain't scared. I ain't scared and they ain't doing nothing new. You know why I ain't scared? I don't fear them. Because as big and bad as they think they are, they not doing nothing new. They been doing some of the same 4 things all our life, long as any of us have ever been alive. They've been enslaving the people. They've been lying to the people. They've been institutionalizing the people. They've been imprisoning the people. And they've been killing the people. They've been setting folks up and blackmailing folk since the beginning of time. Y'all ain't doing nothing new. Ain't nothing new under the sun, baby. So they bound to do one or the other. So don't worry about it. I don't fear death. When you awake and know that you living in hell on earth, you know of the wicked demonic things that's in this world that is happening, ain't no reason for you to fear. Sorry about that, y'all. I had some on the stove and I had to pause for just a minute. But like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all something else too before I get ready to get off this video, because I got another video that I got to get done tonight. I'm gonna try to relax and get some rest. But y'all know I'm deprived of sleep like every night, so I'm used to it. I just flow with it and keep it moving. I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. For those of you, you don't have to believe in something for somebody else to believe in it and use it against you. So a lot of people will say little idiotic things like, oh, if you don't believe in this, that, and the other, then they can't do this, that, and the other to you. You cannot believe in whatever you want to believe. And somebody do believe in it and using that to attack you. And what I'm speaking of is witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo. Be careful. Because just like myself, there could be witches in your family and you didn't even know it. Okay? And it's a lot of witches in this world. You got witches that could be in your family, witches living in your neighborhood, witches where you work at, which you can be coming in contact with witches with just on your regular day-to-day. There are witches in government, witches whom are elites, witches who are high up in power. These witches are everywhere, honey. They out of control. There could be a witch somewhere that's working and casting spells and curses against you. See, some attacks are a lot of people try to call them spiritual attacks. They demonic attacks. You are being attacked by a soulless being, which is actually human, but they are soulless being because they are allowing demonic energy to work through them. And these individuals sit behind the scenes and they cast their curses and their spells on people, and they try to do any and everything they can to make your life a living hell. These people are nosy, they low down dirty rats, they backstabbing cowards, and for some reason they think all your business is their business. And because they feel some type of way about you, they think in their ignorant mind that somehow anything that concerns you, that it's okay for them to invade and violate. Now the crazy thing with that is, if the very thing that the very things that they are doing to you, if you were doing to them, they call you, they say you were wrong. The very thing that these satanic powers to be do to attack us, if we was to do it to them, they call us crazy. They call us criminal. See, a person can invade and violate you all kinds of ways, but they don't want to be attacked like that. Now, all they business and everything is top secret. They can be in all your business, but they business top secret. They can invade and violate your life in any and every kind of way, but when it comes to their business and their life, oh, it's classified. So you watch out for these witches too, because see, a lot of the things that's going on is a combination of things. When you are going through physical attacks, you are being physically attacked. This is satanic, demonic energy, okay? Witchcraft is being used against you. A lot of this stuff has to do with illegal forms of technology, remote neural monitoring, neurolinguistic program, EMF, electromagnetic frequencies, electromagnetic pulses, all kinds of technology is being used. this hive brainwave bull crap, this trauma based mind control crap, which is something else I'm gonna do a video on. It's so many topics that I'm gonna talk on. This topic here was to let you know that a certain part of this program, certain ones of us, not only do we have a hit that has been put on our life, or they are actively trying to sacrifice us. This is just a slow kill program. You understand? So you need to be aware of that. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware who you're talking to and who you're dealing with. 9 times out of 10, you got some witches around you and working against you. Okay? I appreciate you all for listening, my babies. I'm going to come back. I got to get ready to do another video. I'm going to come back and I have some other topics that I'm going to speak on and I'm going to talk about. So I will be back to discuss those things on a later date. I did want you all to know that 9 times out of 10, if you are a targeted individual, you have been sold out for money. Y'all have a good night. Peace, love, and light. Bye.